Do you laugh nervously when someone is being aggressive? It could be that this nervous laughter comes from a childhood of abuse and an attempt to diffuse aggressive situations or to make yourself feel less vulnerable. Understanding this trigger can make you feel safer and help you protect yourself. Here are 5 childhood wounds she'll expose in conversations. First, let's talk about abandonment. Does she always seem worried that people will leave? In conversations, this might show up as constantly seeking reassurance, even over small things. She might misinterpret a simple delay in responding to a text as a sign that you're pulling away. This fear stems from a deep-seated feeling of being unwanted or deserted as a child. Maybe a parent was emotionally unavailable, or there was a significant loss early in life. This can create a lasting insecurity that makes her feel anxious and clingy in relationships. Next is invalidation. Imagine a child whose feelings were constantly dismissed or ignored. As an adult, this can lead to a need to please others, even at her own expense. In conversations, she might downplay her own accomplishments or agree with everything you say, even if she doesn't truly believe it. She might have a hard time saying no or setting boundaries. This comes from a place of feeling unheard and unimportant, like her emotions don't matter. Now, think about controlling behavior. If someone grew up in an environment where they were constantly controlled or micromanaged, they might become defensive or resistant to any form of authority. In conversations, this could look like needing to be right all the time, even about trivial matters. She might argue relentlessly or become agitated if you challenge her opinions. This is often a reaction to feeling powerless and suffocated in childhood. Emotional neglect is another significant wound. This happens when a child's emotional needs aren't met. It's not necessarily about physical neglect, but rather a lack of emotional connection and support. In conversations, she might struggle to identify or express her own feelings. She might seem distant or detached, even when talking about important topics. She might also have difficulty with intimacy, as she never learned how to form secure emotional bonds. Lastly, let's discuss abuse. Abuse in childhood, whether emotional, physical, or sexual, can leave deep scars and can show up in many ways. As mentioned earlier, it could be nervous laughter when someone is aggressive to try and make them less aggressive, or it could be a fear of speaking out about any problems because they think they will be ridiculed, mocked, or shamed. Childhood abuse could also lead to trust issues, commitment issues, and self-sabotaging behaviors in adulthood. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to healing. It's important to remember that these wounds aren't flaws, but rather understandable responses to difficult experiences. If you see these wounds in yourself or someone you know, consider seeking professional help. Therapy can provide a safe space to explore these issues and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Of course, these are just a few of the many childhood wounds that can impact our lives. There are other, more subtle wounds, such as those stemming from cultural expectations or societal pressures that we didn't have time to get to. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into mental health and well-being.